Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today I would like to talk about the building that we choose as a platinum building based on Green Building Index, which is GBI. The project that we choose is proposed construction of 129 units of two-story terrace house and 1 unit of TMB substation with infrastructure works at Shah Alam. This project is listed as Platinum Green Building Index. The client of this project is Sandabi. Meanwhile, the contractor of this project is Serimang Sang. The total contract sum for this project is 46.6 million. The completion period of this project is 78 weeks and the date of possession of site is 23rd January 2014 and the date of completion of work is 23rd July 2015. The detail of the party involved: client Saindabi Elmina Development Sendang Berhad, architect and interior design TND Architect Sendang Berhad, civil and structural engineering GMP Infra Sendang Berhad, mechanical and electrical engineer Jurutera Perunding Kuasa Tenaga Sendang Berhad, landscape design Menteri Design and quantity surveyor Basa and Harun Sendang Berhad. This is location of the site. And this is picture of the building. This is plan for ground floor. This is plan for first floor. Elevation in front. Elevation back. The influence of building morphology. This project is rectangle shape, and this shape has been selected to maximize the usage of land and to provide adequate space and the most significant thing, lighting. This house is divided into three sides which are corner lot, intermediate and end lot. The size of corner lot is 10.14 meters length and of the size of intermediate lot 7.33 meters length and the size of end lot is 11.8 meter length. The story height of the house is 9.73 meters and the total height of the house is 19.46 meters. Irregulation of the house will also have effect on the construction cost in the aspect of service. Therefore, the number of subsidiary items which could be affected by a change in the shape of the building include longer service and waste pipe to supply sanitary appliances depending on the plan shape, possibility of high roof cost due to increased number of corners which cause material wastage, possibility of additional costs in applying finishing and decoration. The running cost of the completed building may also be affected by such factors as highest heat losses, which is window and wall, window cleaning and painting. Likewise to the project that we have studied, the construction costs for the service are not as high as compared to the irregular shape of house. GFA of corner lot, intermediate and end lot is from 98 meters square, 71 meters square and 114 meters square respectively. We have studied from others number of buildings with different shape and height with the same GFA with intermediate house which is 98 meters square. We have come to the learn to a conclusion. The total construction cost increase with increase in the perimeter wall length in relation to the floor area. The increased cost become well pronounced when the height of the building be increased with additional floor without altering the total floor area. Irregular shape will reduce the usable area, and simple design is more economical than irregular design. Method of construction. Preliminaries. Contractor need to consider cost for the sum of the item in preliminary detail, such as for the site condition, which it may have additional costs that affect the cost of preliminary costs. For example, the maintenance for the site office, transportation and accommodation for the workers, electrical supply and hoarding. For the project that we use in our task, is the preliminary cost 1 to 8 million ringgit Malaysian. Location. Location of each project can influence the cost of the project. Generally, urban area is access road to the site and transportation of material, plant and machinery more expensive rather than rural area. It is because of the distance of the supplier factory. Disposal of piling. The wasted material can be reused in many ways. For example, the disposal of piling in this project is used to construct temporary bridge and also for construct rubber hull, which is one of infrastructure in this project. By using disposal material, it can decrease the cost for the temporary work. Frame. The type of the frame can affect the cost of the construction project. It must high protection against fire, especially for the high-rise building. For residential house, concrete and brickwork is the common material that always be used as fire protection. For this project, Elmina used reinforced in situ concrete for the frame and natural sources of aggregate. Most of the Elmina's project use these two types of the material for their project. Internal and external wall. Walls are constructed in different forms and various materials to serve several functions. Walls are designed to be strong enough to safely resist the horizontal and vertical force imposed upon them as defined by building codes. Different types of using various materials has different costs. For the Espina project, 2020 mm thick cement and sand brick is using for external wall and 110 mm thick cement and sand for internal wall. Roof. Normally, roof for every construction use timber structure. For this project is use steel structure. Steel structure are high durability and it can be recycled again and again. For the roof covering for this project is use color bond galvanized iron sheet. They are light in weight, inexpensive and provide insulation for the structure and save energy. So the both materials are the best choice for the green recycled roofing materials. Staircase. The material that used to construct staircase, for example timber, concrete, steel, can affect the cost of the building. Main staircase, attic staircase, and basement stairs has its own price. Among these three staircases, main staircase is the most expensive one, and the attic staircase is the most affordable cost. For this project, the staircase for the house use common concrete, which is the most affordable material for every building. Door and window. In this project, the fixing of the opening use was aluminium. All aluminium material were anodized and the minimum thickness is 50 micron. The color were natural anodized, which to increase resistance to corrosion and provided after adhesion for paint, primer and glues than bare metal dust. This fixing commonly used to every Sandabi project. Upper floor. This basic function of upper floor is relatively simple in that the floor must provide a level, smooth surface capable of supporting the required dead and imposed loads. It must has to be an element of fire resistant to the floor together with some sound resistant. Concrete floor slab construction process include erection of formwork, placement of reinforcement, pouring, compacting, and finishing concrete, and lastly, removal of formwork and curing of concrete slab. For this project, it used from 115 mm to 275 mm thick of slab, and they use reinforced in situ concrete. Concrete is natural sources, which is sand and aggregate. Service. Building service in the system that installed in the building to make the equipment comfortable, functional, efficient, and safe. Electrical supply, water supply is the one of services in the building. For this project, contractor take necessary steps to prevent interference of supply such as water, electric power and light, telephone, buried underground service, and any other construction designed for the use of equipment in the house. Finishes. Finishes for this project does not use any material or reused material. Generally, finisher for every project, including for this project, use ICID like weather-shield, acrylic, interior wall finish. For external, meanwhile, internal use ICI Maxilite plus emulsion. Last, for the method of construction, which is landscape. Landscape for this project is reusing existing plan. This method can save the cost construction for landscape. So, by reusing the existing plan is the best choice for green landscaping materials. Green features of the building. A green building is building that its design, construction, or operation reduce or eliminate negative impact that can create positive impact on our climate and natural environment. Green building preserves natural resources and improve our quality of life. There are a few numbers of features which can make a building green, such as efficient use of energy, water, and other resources, use of renewable energy such as solar energy, population and waste reduction measure, and the enabling of reuse and recycling, good indoor environmental air quality, use of materials that are non-toxic, ethical, and sustainable, consideration of the environment in design, construction, and operation, consideration of the quality of life of equipment in design, construction, and operation. A design that enables adaptation to a changing. The landscape for this project is using existing plant to prevent the wastage of the plant by using the existing source at the site. Surrounding of the houses are equipped with trees which allow the resident healthier. At the same time, it improves outdoor air quality. Window, the fixings of the opening use aluminum. All aluminum material were anodized. The color were natural anodized, which to increase resistance to corrosion and provide better adhesion for paint, primer, and glue than bare metal dust. It can be recycled. The house allows good opening to receive the lighting for the sun. It increases the lighting inside the house. It gives indoor air quality and good ventilation inside in the house. For roof, this project uses steel structure. The steel structure are high durability and it can be recycled. For the roof covering for this project, it used color bond governance iron sheet. They are light in weight, inexpensive, and provide insulation for the structure and save energy. This is non-toxic material which improves the quality of life in this area. It also sustainable. This is cost of construction. The final cost of construction is 46.6 million ringgit Malaysian. Basically, preliminaries costs contribute 5% of the total cost. Sustainable element for this building is the thin grass, which is allowed in provisional cost. Besides is plastic flow for permits 1 meter square is 35 ringgit Malaysia. So the total area for plastic flow is 139 meter square. Alumina use anodized aluminum window and total cost for window 3547 ringgit Malaysia for intermediate. Meanwhile, 4861 ringgit Malaysia for end and corner granite. Alumina also used as a source of filing for a bridge, which is at as temporary access to the site from the public road, and it cost 25,000 ringgit Malaysia. Operational of the building. Residential areas are typically classified as providing varying amount of living accommodation for people. Residential areas are usually designed as such by the development plan of the authority of a city, including the amount of units. Consequently, the approximate number of living in that area following the prescribed density. A residential building is the one that designed and accordingly built for inhabitants to live in and called house. Inhabitants can either be a family, single, a couple, roommate, and even a group. A residential building has basically has a living room or space, a sleeping room or space, convenient, which is toilet and bath, cooking room or kitchen. All these functions can either be in shared room or space or has exclusive room per function. For this project that we are studying, it's a residential building which is a double-story house. Double-story houses are defined as a row adjoining building where each building has a wall built at the line of juncture between itself and the joining property, which provides structural support to itself and a building on the joining property. The role of quantity surveyor. First, green costing. Cost model has to be updated to cater to the client's need in regard to the extra overcost for achieving the different level of green building certification. Second, carbon footprint. Carbon footprint. The current level of carbon emission is essential for building owner to set benchmark to measure carbon performance and to compare amongst other properties. The carbon footprint for building include embodied carbon and operational carbon. Third, life cycle costing or life cycle assessment. LCC will grow in importance in the next few years, and the QS, who is an expert in cost management, is in an excellent position to gear itself for this role. LCC can be used to assist the management in the decision-making process to go green. Fourth, property performance reporting. Provide independent risk assessment which measure a benchmark property performance against contemporary standards and to provide strategic measures against international and industry standards. Government reporting target, property measurement norms and rating tools. Fifth, green building rating assessment. Courses such as the LEED accredited professional certification has been created to enhance the understanding of the relevant green building rating system and environmentally sustainable design. With a greater understanding of the green building rating system, the QS will be able two in a better position to advise the client based on the costing and sustainable design. Building information model. With the advancement in the building information modeling, which is BIM system, the use of project-oriented CAD may be able to contain information such as clean assessment point, intelligent advice on usage, LCA with carbon specification, and real-time costing as well. The conclusion is sustainable construction is about more than the fabric of the built environment. The effect of the design variable and the method of the construction of this green building index probably influence the cost of the building itself, which the exposure of the green building or sustainable building in construction industry today, the player in construction industry will be aware the benefit that will be give from the green building or sustainable building. The next generation still can experience the nature of today if we properly care about the nature. The quantities surveyor rules is fundamental. Above all, building must be affordable and constructed at an economic cost which people are prepared to pay. All sectors of the property life cycle can make a contribution to achieving progress in all strands of sustainable development. There are many issues and challenges posed for all of those involved. The areas touched are many and include financial and regulatory measures, education and training, research and local action. That's all from us. Thank you.